Hello everyone. This is Sauram Nanda, and welcome to our brand new channel called CMTP. It's a separate YouTube channel that we have created especially for the CMTP certification. Hello everyone. This is Sauram Nanda, and welcome to. And now I know that the meeting is being live streamed because I could hear myself on the browser. So what I'm going to do is I'm quickly going to share the link with a few people who wanted to join, and also my team, uh, so that more people can join in. Okay, just give me 1 second. Okay. Excellent. I think we can definitely begin now. Now, what I'll do is, if you've seen the last video, it was more like a monologue wherein I just kept talking about, how I became a career mentor and what is the inspiration behind CMTP. And we've been working on this concept and idea for almost 3 years now before, the universe has finally allowed us to launch it. And I'm very, very happy to announce to all of you that just within a week's announcement of this program, we've already received a good number of interests. And if this continues and if everything goes well, we might be able to begin our first cohort on the 12th of September. I'm really hopeful that we are able to begin it in the next 4 days. Because well, the sooner we start, the sooner you learn, the sooner we learn, and the sooner we are able to make a much more effective program. Because remember, what we need to do together is make India career mentorship ready by 2030. So the sooner we start, the better it is. Now, in that particular video, I had explained a lot of things, the history, the context, some technical aspects of it, and we had also answered a lot of questions. This particular video is more about the details of the program, as to what are the nuances, what are the small little nitty-gritties. So you will be able to better understand where the program is, and I hope that it will help you make a much more informed decision. So I'm going to quickly share my screen, just bear with me. And okay, guys, you have to tell me if this is visible to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, excellent. I am trying to make the screen a little bigger, hoping that this will be good. Let me try this. No, okay. All right, let's try with this method. If there is some visibility challenge, we'll try and tweak it. So far, it looks good. All right. So as you can see, what this particular program claims to do is we will help you become a more effective career mentor. And we will be able to do this with the help of live career training, wherein you get to learn from live lectures, and also you get to learn from live case studies. That is an essential part of this. Even yesterday, what I had mentioned was how I became a career mentor, how I got the confidence within just a matter of few months to start my own practice or to start taking on clients, was when I shadowed Dr. Itishree Mishra, who is one of the best, if not the best, in her field. So that live shadowing, watching her do her thing, watching her counsel students in one-on-one settings, group settings, taking sessions for parents, teachers, was the key ingredient that was missing. Everything else, all the theory, all the gyan and the wisdom of the world was available online. I read books, I read articles, but that live shadowing is the part which really, really brought life to my theoretical knowledge per se. So quickly moving on, in the CMTP program, what are you gonna learn? What are you gonna take away? So first of all, you will learn the art and science of career counseling. I'm not going to keep this video too long. This is going to be probably a 20-25 minute video only. However, I would like to explain each and every point, because just by looking at bullet points, you might not understand the depth of what we are trying to tell you here. The art and science of career counseling. Yes, there is a lot of science involved in career counseling. You need to understand about psychology, psychometrics, the industry trends, what's happening with the careers, how careers are shaping, how future of jobs are going to be shaped. All those things will be there. Yes, I agree. That is a science part of it. That is a research part of it. But then at the end of the day, does the client even trust you? That is the art. How do you convey a very difficult message in a very effective, assertive, safe, and non-conflicting manner? That is what you need to learn. Obviously, it will come with experience. Obviously, there will be cases, clients, wherein you will find it very difficult to say the same things. But then, hey, that's why you become a counselor, right? As I said, becoming a career counselor, because just yesterday I put a post on LinkedIn as well, where I said career counseling is all about continuous learning. So this is what it is. You understand what the art is, you understand what the science is, and you understand where to learn the art and science. And that is how you become an effective career counselor. The next part is career decision making. Now, what I had discovered was a lot of people were counseling clients, students, professionals. They were telling them about education pathways. They were telling them about career pathways, what happens in a particular career, and so on and so forth. But nobody was really talking about how they make career decisions. In fact, there's a very, very well-respected corporate leader. I respect him a lot for all the work that he's done. Ex Microsoft, ex UNESCO, and he's an author as well. He's written, I think, 3, 4 books. Uh, his last book, which he published at the age of 60, after doing all these things, leading Microsoft globally, leading programs for UNESCO globally. What the title of the book was on the lines of, "What the hell do I do with my life?" or something like that. An extremely experienced person, and of course, a very humble person, very smart, IIT, IIM kind of pedigree. If that person is writing, "What the hell am I supposed to do with my life?" or something on those lines, you need to understand that most of the career decisions that happened in his life were happenstance. They happened by default. They didn't happen because he chose to do them. Maybe later on he did choose a few things to do and did choose to say no to a lot of things. But most of the career decisions in his life were like that. And isn't that true for a lot of you? I've seen a lot of career counselors, I've seen a lot of education counselors talk about this at length, that it's okay. And it's absolutely okay, yes, to, let life take its own flow. That is actually surrender, and I believe in it completely. But most people, what they do is they are trying to control certain areas of their life. If they are not able to control those areas of their life, then they let life take control, and then they say, yes, we surrender, and things are happening on their own. But most of the times they are not giving in to the universe. Most of the times they are trying to make career decisions which they think will really, really help them. And if they are not prepared for those career decisions do not lead to the kind of success that they were hoping for. Now, why am I giving you this? Is because most people still don't understand how career decisions are made. They think it's some secret, mysterious sauce. Actually, it can be, broken down into parts. And if you understand different parts of your life, we call it spheres of understanding. If you understand the different spheres that you need to understand, comprehend before making an informed career decision, your career decisions will become more accurate. Your career decisions will become more satisfactory. You will be at peace with what you are doing. And most of us, that is what we're looking for. We're looking for peace with the decisions that we make. So career decision making, according to me, is the foundation for any career counseling. And I have not seen this being talked about at a lot of places. There are different research papers around it from 60s, 70s, 80s, in pockets from the US, where they see that, some particular populations who are facing some problems, they try to make career decisions based on the circumstances around them, and they did some research around it. All those things are there. But then generally, for most people, how does career decision making happen? Very little is known. And that's where my copyrighted career decision making model comes in, which is called the spheres of understanding. And I would like to share that with you in this certification. And I hope that all of you who are really here to learn will respect the fact that it's a copyrighted model, and you should not share it with others. Okay. Next, what we want to share with you is what you will learn actually is how to build a world-class career guidance practice. We've worked with people from different countries across the world. We've tried understanding their cultural, their circumstantial challenges, and what they need to do. And there was a point in my journey when I used to feel that it's very different from how things happen in India, from how things probably happen in Australia or Canada or Europe or the US or maybe South America. Things happen completely differently, and I have no idea what happens there. But as we work with more and more people across the world, we realized we just look different, we talk different, we eat different, but underlying all of that is the same kind of psychology for career decision making. And we were able to add value to their lives as well, even though I had very little to no exposure to their context. So that's what we want to share with you, how to build something which is global, not only valid in India or some part of India, but global. Because I personally feel that India, being one of the biggest service exporters in the world, this can be something that we export a lot. Education, career guidance is something that India can export a lot, and I would like you to be a part of that movement. Now, the career visit test is the flagship test of Map My Career, Dr. Itishree's company's flagship career test. And we will be helping you understand that. This particular test is primarily used for high school students, but psychometrically speaking, we like to use it for people between the ages of 13 and a half to around 20 years. This is quite accurate for that population. We'll be helping you understand the interpretation. Even though the report is quite comprehensive and it is supposed to help you understand this test on your own, but in our practice, we've seen even after multiple interpretation exercises, people still don't interpret the report accurately. The reason for that, well, there might be many reasons for it. If you did not have a very strong foundation about what a psychometric test is, what an API model is, how they work together, aptitudes and personalities, and so on, then there are chances of missing those small little pieces while you are interpreting somebody's report. We'll help you try and do that, and that is why we're doing this over 3 months. The next slide, actually, I want to talk a little bit more about the time. Obviously, as I said, you will have Q&A with the best experts in the country, including myself, including Dr. Itishree Mishra, all your career queries, whether it is factual in nature. So you will realize that most career counseling conversations, they have primarily two parts, right? When you're talking to a student or a client, they have primarily two parts. One is factual, like what do I do? Is this course good for me? Is this college good for me? Should I take this subject? Should I do this project? Should I go for that internship? All these are factual questions, right? Whether something is good or bad, external. But the rest of it is related to whether it is good for you or not, right? And that is where they seek validation. So the rest of the conversation is about validation, that the student is seeking or the client is seeking some kind of validation from you, just to understand whether his or her or their career decision is accurate or not. So those are the kind of questions that you can ask us also, and we'll help you understand it better. You'll be able to develop a lot of skills over this. What kind of skills will you be able to develop? Well, the skills that we are talking about are related to your career counseling, of course, but there are many parts in career counseling. Why a lot of people are not able to, see that is a mystery to me even today. They think it's a giant, singular object that you need to achieve, that you need to deliver to your client. No, career counseling has multiple parts, it requires multiple skills. And that is where we would like you to understand the different nuances. Career decision making is actually a 21st century umbrella skill. It's a super skill in the 21st century. All of you know about 21st century skills, right? And I've written an article on it as well. If you just search career design making as 21st century skills or Ananda, you'll probably find that article. And we are going to discuss that article in this particular certification program as well. Now, the different skills that you need as a career counselor, as a career mentor, would be career mapping. So if this person has all these talents and this is the kind of personality and these are the personal factors that are important for that client, then what kind of career decisions or what kind of career pathways are important for that client? That is what we're going to see. Then different types of counseling. We actually defined counseling in 4 different functions. And 3 of them are mentioned over here: career counseling, education counseling, guidance counseling, wherein you have to actually help people. Sometimes you have to motivate them, sometimes you have to empathize with them, solve some of their emotional and behavioral challenges maybe, and so on. And finally is a sales counseling part, which a lot of us start our careers in India from. A lot of us start our careers as a counselor in the education industry as a sales counselor. We are trying to sell an education service. It might be test prep, it might be study abroad, or it might be even selling tuitions for that matter. And then we think, okay, we understand what career counseling is based on this particular education service. Well, it is incomplete information. So we would like to give you different skills of different types of counselors that you need to become in order to have a successful practice. Client management is a challenge that a lot of counselors face. I remember talking to a young budding counselor from Central India a couple of months back, and naturally talented to become a counselor. And I asked him as to, what do you like and what do you dislike about this entire career, this entire practice of yours? And he said, I dislike the part where I have to ask for money. I dislike the part where I am not able to monetize my services, or I'm not able to put a price on my services. I dislike the part when the client comes back to me unhappy with the guidance that I provided. Now, all those challenges, a lot of us fail, a lot of face, a lot of us have gone through this. A lot of us go through the imposter syndrome that I'm not sure whether the guidance that I'm providing is correct or not. So I don't know whether I should charge money or not. I know so many people in the education industry who guide people for free, who will spend 2, 3, 4 hours, sometimes late at night, sometimes on weekends, sometimes in their vacation time, but they will do it, but they will not charge for it. Why? Well, the simple answer is imposter syndrome, wherein you feel that you don't know enough, wherein you feel that the other person might figure out that you are not the right person, and they will actually figure you out, find you out, and then say, okay, you're a fraud. So that's the imposter syndrome. And all these different parts come under client management: how to manage difficult clients, how to manage conversations, how to have good interpersonal and professional conversations with your clients. All those things are part of client management. We'll discuss all that. Then, of course, different business models. See, we are offering guidance services, and these services are mostly considered intangible, right? Primarily, the services which are considered which are accepted by a conservative society like India, are law, legal services, because, well, if you don't have legal services, you can't, kind of manage the legal problems or legal challenges that you might face. Second is CA or accountancy. Again, the system is so complex that if you want to, kind of make some or have some advantages while filing your taxes or even saving taxes, you need a professional's help, also a professional's license stamp. So that is why the service is accepted. And then, associated services to CA, like corporate company secretary, cost accountancy, even in wherever you need, those services are accepted. More and more, you will see services like real estate, broking, they are being accepted. Now, and most recently, especially after COVID, a lot of therapeutic services are being accepted in India. Again, another traditional service which was always accepted is medicine. A doctor or any medical professional will provide a service and people are ready to pay for it because those are accepted. But career guidance is an intangible service. It's still not accepted widely. Why? Because, well, we have our families to help us, right? Okay. So we'll help you understand how to present your service, how to package your service, which target audience, how you can bring it together, and so on. And that is what we will talk about in different business models. And finally, community support. Even after trying something, if you're not able to achieve success, why is it happening? Is it only happening with you? Or maybe somebody else is also, going through it or has gone through it, and they learned a very valuable lesson, and they might be able to solve your problem. They might be able to help you solve that problem. That is why we provide the community support. We will not only help you from our resources, but we would like each of you to help each other and maybe even become collaborators in the future. So, coming to the details, it's a 3-month online program, some 35 learning hours. This does not include self-study. All right. These are the 35 learning hours that we are officially providing you. And trust me, it's going to be, the information can be overwhelming. That is why we are planning to hold only 2 live sessions per week. Apart from that, there will be a lot of other material that you will absorb and, study from. But we want you to take it slow. We want you to absorb it. We want you to assimilate it. We just don't want you to take pictures of the slides and then move on. That I will look at this slide, late at night before sleeping or something. That's not going to help you. I had to leave my job, a nice American IT job, take a demotion, take a pay cut, and then follow around, a psychologist throughout the country, half the time not understanding what she's saying. But that is the kind of dedication that I had to put in to actually learn the nuances of it. So trust me, it takes time. And then what's the hurry? Where are you going? 3 months in the entirety of your life? Well, make sure that these 3 months are the best 3 months for learning for you. Eligibility, we've not kept any eligibility, although we would prefer people who have completed their graduation. Again, it's not a hard rule. If you're a student in your bachelor's, second year, third year, final year, please go ahead and apply. If we feel that you will be able to, learn the program, you will be able to absorb a lot of things, well, we will most probably allow you to join in. But at least a bachelor's degree is something that we're looking for. If you have work experience, great. If you don't, it's absolutely okay. At the end of the day, as I said, we are trying to tell you the art and science of counseling. The science part is easier to find, difficult to understand. The art part only comes through experience. So if you've interacted with more people, if you've seen more people coming to you with problems, you will probably have more experience, more understanding of counseling in general. So who should ideally take this program? Well, it's an advanced level program. Although we have plans of creating CMTP level 2, level 3 also in the future. But if you're an experienced counselor, you will really appreciate a lot of things that we are going to share with you. If you're an experienced teacher, you will really, really appreciate a lot of things that we are going to tell you. But as I said, freshers are welcome, because you know what? Freshers ask some really, really amazing questions, which provokes us to think, revisit, and then come up with even better answers. The program is based on my copyrighted model, scientific approaches, which we have proved. We have data to support it. We are actually now writing a lot of research papers around the thousands of data points that we have for hundreds of clients. In fact, Dr. Itishree has data close to for some 2 lakh students, and we will delve into that next year, and publish a lot of research around this. So scientific approaches and a lot of expertise. We will provide you live sessions for knowledge about higher education, entrance exams, study abroad, aptitude, personality, interests, many, many career options, 250 plus. Some programs tell you that there are 600 career options. Yes, there are. We'll tell you the websites. Go look at the list of the career options. That's not the point of it. Most of the career options come from the umbrella careers. So you need to understand how career options are made. You need to understand future of jobs, how to identify trends, and how to identify the skills that are needed for children or students to develop. We will also be giving you, and I think this is an industry first, we will be giving you 2 live case studies to work on. You will be shadowing me in those. You will attend 4 sessions around it, and then you will have to submit your own observations around it. On top of it, you will also have 5 recorded case studies, wherein you will be watching the recorded counseling sessions, and you will be evaluating the reports and then coming up with your observations and understanding. We will also ask you, we will be providing you 5 psychometric assessments as part of this, because we want you to, get practice on that particular assessment. And one of those assessments you will have to use for yourself. So you will have to sit for the test and take the entire test. And then we'll, create some activity sessions, ask me anything sessions, where we will discuss your report. So that should be fun. And then, of course, there will be live sessions with other experts in NLP, in mental health coaching, counseling, psychotherapy, and so on, because you know better than I how important mental health has become in today's times. It's not just about metro cities or a particular kind of population. It's affecting everyone. So we need to know as counselors. Well, it's a statistic that I'm not very proud of, but then this is what it is. Around 27% of the clients that approach us, 27%. So that's 1/4. They approach us thinking that their major challenges are related to their career health or their lack of career guidance, but actually their challenges are more behavioral in nature. So then we ask them to actually go for sessions with our empaneled experts on psychotherapy. And of course, another USP of the program is that you get to work with Dr. Itishree Mishra, who is India's preeminent psychometrician, brought in the API model in India, along with her mentor, Professor Vimala Veeraraghavan, who has been the HOD and Dean of Psychology at DU, JNU, IGNOU, has set up psychology departments in a couple of private universities as well. You get to directly ask her questions, and she's a wonderful teacher. In the next week, she will be taking a couple of webinars as well. You get to leverage her 30 years of experience. You get to ask her anything about anything under the sun. She's counseled some 200,000 parents, 2 lakh students, parents, teachers since 2000. She's trusted in hundreds of schools, and she's done multiple government projects, CSR department projects, universities, skill-based recruitment, entrepreneurship, everything, you name it. So that is another USP. And finally, yes, you also get to learn from me. I've dedicated the biggest, most productive part of my career to learning this. I have copyrighted models. We are working on 2 more copyrighted models, actually. Hopefully, we'll be able to submit them by the end of this year. And, as I said, I'm here to solve a mission, because I think that students in India, people in India deserve better when it comes to career guidance. And recently, NEP 2020, CBSE, NCERT, all of them are focusing on career guidance. Different ministries are asking for career guidance for students, which are directly taking benefits from them. So we are in that, the wave is already there, the water is already flowing. It's all a matter of what kind of boat can we develop, and really ride those waves, really take it forward, really standardize and professionalize this service. So I'm looking forward for all of you to joining me in this particular program for that. All right, some testimonials. This will also be published on our website. The website should be up by tomorrow. Fingers crossed. So, Dr. Akshay Jain, he's a director of admissions at Amity University, Rajasthan. He does counseling for students joining in different programs. And what he says is that learning from our frameworks, it has brought in a very different 360-degree approach, difference to his counseling. He's approaching it better. His counseling techniques have become much more better, much more effective. Then we have Kriti Dheer, an English teacher from Ryan International in Gurgaon, and she shadowed us for a good 3-4 months, and she understood that there is much more to career guidance than just or what she thought involved, and she is better for it. She has then since then started working more towards it. Our career guidance doesn't only work for students or professionals in metro cities, but or big cities in India. This is a testimonial from a principal of a private school in rural Jalandhar. She says how important the counseling part is something that she had always seen missing. She actually got her own son counseled as well from us, and we'll be working with her school in the future to provide counseling to all the kids there. And finally, we have Ashima from an international legacy school, which I think offers international curriculum as well. And she told us how amazing her experience had been. That lack of clarity and how to take it away, or how to bring clarity to that confusion with the client, is something that she really found valuable in us. And you will be able to read all these in detail on our website soon. Okay. Well, I'm quickly going to check if on YouTube we have some questions. All right, no questions so far. Guys, if you want to ask any questions, I'm asking my team members, please put it in the chat box, and then we can answer them about the program, about the approach, anything. Okay, excellent. So I see that there are no questions so far. Maybe the program, maybe the webinar was too good. Well, I'm hoping that you will have questions in the future. Don't worry about it. In the description of the video, what we're going to do is we're going to put the registration form link again. You can, if you're interested in this, please fill up the interest form. We will then be able to send you a detailed service email. The program costs 20,000 rupees plus 18% GST, which brings it to some 23,600 rupees, if I'm not mistaken. Right. So there's one question from Anu. Hi, Anu, how are you? And she says, when do you start? So as I said, right now we have around 15 people who have signed up, and we are waiting for a magic number of 22 people in the cohort. I hope we are able to, get those 22 people in the next couple of days. If that happens, then we are going to start on the 12th of September. We've already created the schedule. We're going to have fixed days for live sessions and other things. We will be providing you a learner management system dashboard wherein you will be able to track your own progress. So all those things are set. We're just waiting for that magic number, and we hope to start by the 12th of September. If not, then I think we will start on the 15th, which is quite an auspicious day. It's Onam, it's Eid. So I think that's a beautiful day to start as well. Might be a lot of people might be celebrating those festivals, but then that's we'll see how it goes. So we are trying to start it on the 12th of September, or we will start on the 15th. It will, as I said, it will go on for 3 months. So if it starts on 12th of September, it goes on till 12th of December, or from 15th September to 15th December. Total number of learning hours, as I mentioned in the beginning, are around 35 hours of learning. That is apart from the self-learning or the self-study that you will have to do. So 35 hours over a course of 3 months, almost 12 hours per month, I think is quite convenient, because we would like you to reflect a lot on the different aspects that we talk about. Okay, and there's another question. Can you customize the curriculum we wish to attend by cost as well? Well, the challenge with that is then a lot of people approach us. I don't want that. I have already attended a particular course. I've taken another certification. Well, good for you. But unfortunately, we will not be able to, give you small little modules to attend. There's a particular reason for it, because from our side, we have created a curriculum which is very smooth, starts from psychometric assessments, starts from the scientific approaches, and then everything else is stitched together to that foundation. That is one of the reasons from our side. The other reason, and that is from where this question is coming, whether I can attend a small part of it. Well, then you're assuming that the other parts are clear to you, and I'm not so sure if the other parts are absolutely clear to you. So you might want to revisit your own question regarding this, whether I can attend one small part and I can leave the other parts because I already know and I've already studied them from other people. Last time also I had mentioned this. Dr. Itishree Mishra is the OG, or the pioneer of API assessments in India. Most of the other career counseling companies in India, their senior counselors have been trained by Dr. Itishree Mishra. So, well, you might want to leverage that. All right. Okay, great. So we can end the live stream. If there are no more questions, we will be editing the video. We'll be putting the description in the video. The interest form will be there. The link to the previous video will also be there. And as I said, the website should be up by tomorrow. We will also share more details. If you are interested, please sign up on the form, and we'll send you a detailed email about the nuances of the program. We will be doing more such webinars. We will be having a webinar with Dr. Itishree as well the coming week, so that you understand more. I know that it is not a very easy decision to make. I know there's money involved, so you need more information before you can make an informed decision, and that is why we're creating more and more content. Do let us know what kind of things would you like us to talk about on these webinars, so that it helps you make a good decision for the certification. And till then, well, hope to see you soon in our certification program, and have a good Sunday, everyone. Thank you.